Dallas here with Dallas King Coaching. Today is part 2 of a 5-part series on how to support yourself through the discomfort of growth, specifically on approaching growth with and maintaining a sense of curiosity. I feel like curiosity is really important in the step of challenging the discomfort, or the term discomfort, because if you leave yourself open to exploring why you feel that discomfort, then you're able to identify old habits and beliefs that are holding you back. And so I have a couple of points that I'd like to touch on. One is, when you begin this process, it really helps to give yourself grace and permission to keep an open mind. So giving yourself grace, I feel, is really important, both at the beginning of the process and at the end, because you're able to just approach it with the understanding that you're not going to berate yourself, you're not going to cast any judgments on who you are and how you feel about things because of what's coming up. I don't feel like heaping guilt and blame and all of these negative emotions on a learning experience is going to solve anything. It's not going to help anything. So just give yourself the permission to be flawed and to figure out how to make this work as you go forward. That's what grace is. The second point I'd like to make is, as you go through the process, ask yourself what thoughts are causing this discomfort, and are they true? There's a big difference between your emotions and truth, and sometimes your emotions can get in the way and you feel like like something is true but it's really not. And so it's really helpful to ask yourself, is this true or is it just my emotion? And then work through it from there. Okay, the third point I'd like to make is that when the discomfort resurfaces after you've found out what the belief was that was causing it, and then you've recognized that it's not true, and you were able to move through it at that point, recognize that the discomfort will come back. We learn everything in layers, and we apply old programs to new situations so that they just kind of keep getting stocked in there. What we need to remember too is that as you're unlearning, you will also uncover all of these layers, and so it is going to come up again, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. Fourth thing, have grace after that, because we will all trip up. We will all have times where we feel like we're on top of the world and we've conquered it and it's great, and it'll come up again in some other way, and for some reason this one just really lays you low and you don't really know how to handle it. So recognize that learning is not all about upward movement. It's also about the downward and then how you get back up from there, right? And so that's why I put grace at the beginning and the end. I wanted to really kind of wrap this up in a cocoon, if you will, or make it a cycle of permission and self-love. If we are uncomfortable, there is a reason why. And once we find the reason why, it's going to be so much easier to move forward if we're not, riddled with guilt, and we aren't, judging ourselves for the little mishaps that we will make on the way. It's really just better to approach everything in life basically with a sense of love and permission. And only you can give yourself that permission to be 100% yourself and to just grow. So that was my thoughts on how to approach growth with and maintain a sense of curiosity, and how it will help you support yourself through the discomfort of growth. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, I hope you subscribe and share it with your friends. And if you have suggestions on things that I've missed, go ahead and let me know.